Match up here for Ashland. Shot put up, no good. And rebound out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the Tomcats. Ashland traveling via I-64. And we have a inbound foul. They're going to get Sean James. That's his first. Team foul number 6 now. So Ashland will be shooting the 1-on-1 for the final 7:40 of the first half, a team that is shooting 83% from the free throw line this season. Little give and go on the left corner. Cut off that time is going to be Ethan Hudson. They'll get the ball back out. Little dribble, penetration drive that time. Hudson, little give and go. Nice defense there by Capital's Ryan Atkins cutting off that baseline out of bounds. And it goes back over to the Cougars up 17-15. Nice job by Ryan Atkins of Capital cutting off that left baseline. Juju Kenny. Extra swing pass to Carrington Hill. No good. And a rebound by the Tomcats. They're looking to push. They have numbers. 4-on-3. Layup attempt. No good. Here comes the Cougars with the basketball now. Is going to be Akia Wicker. Wicker kicks it over on the corner. Tomcats back on defense. There's a 3-ball. Left elbow. And it's good. Carrington Hill with points 7, 8, and 9. And Capital back on top by 5, 20-15. Ashland breaks the press. Going left baselines. Ethan Huck, no call. There's a left elbow 3. It's no good. Rebound. That time by Hunter Gilliam coming off the bench. Good minutes. There's a three-pointer on the right elbow. It's good by Ethan Hudson. He has 6 points, all via the three-pointer so far. So Ashland pulls back within 2 now, 20-18. Nearly 2 minutes gone by here in round number 2. Juju Kenny unable to penetrate, kicks it back out, and we have a whistle and a foul. Foul going to be called on Hunter Gilliam. There'll be team foul number 4 now on the Tomcats. So now Capital will bring Keon Welch, number 5, back into the game. Of course, number 3, DeMonje Clark, who had 6 steals in that first quarter. He's back in there. Kia Wicker, number 10. Clark with the basketball. Tries to attack the baseline. Cross-court pass, left elbow 3. No good. Off the mark, over and back on DeMarquise Brooks. And now Capital will put the Tomcats of Ashland Paul Blazer on the free throw line via the bonus for the final 5:56 of the first half. That's 2 fouls now on Carrington Hill, who is Capital's leading scorer in this half. Or, excuse me, that's going to be 2 fouls on DeMarquise Brooks. Brooks is the tallest player, 6'4". He's going to sit. And the Tomcats will send Justin Bradley to the free throw line, averaging 7 points a game. Again, as a team, they shoot it 83% from the free throw line. They're 1-of-1 there already here tonight. First free throw's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Perfect rotation. Jack Bland, number 33, into the game now for Capital. Second free throw's good. So 10 deep so far here in the first half for the Cougars. We're tied at 20. Clark, spin move. Cut off by that time Porter. There's a turnover. Nice pick at midcourt there by Justin Bradley to free up Cole Villers. Villers being quiet, number 20. Averaging 19 a game, only 2 buckets so far here in a half. Porter, he's going to feed it that time to Villers. Good look, no good. Into the offensive glass again. Villers shot no good, but keeping the possession alive was Ethan Sellers. And with his nice job of hitting the offensive glass, he will allow Villers to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Fouls on Jack Bland, his first, team foul number 8. Again, you saw the nice offensive glass work that time by Ethan Sellers. Second free throw is good. 6 points now in the game for Villers. And the Tomcats are now back on top, 22-20. Clark, nice give and go down low, and no man's land. Ball taken away by Justin Bradley. Turnovers are now mounting up for the Cougars. Going on the baseline, and there's going to be a pushing foul. Good call there by the official on Carrington Hill. That'll be his second, team's ninth, and the Tomcats will, again, an excellent free throw shooting team going to the free throw line, and right now it's just like practice out there from the free throw line. Villers, free throw, good. And that one hit part of the rim. So now Ashland 4 of 4 from the free throw, or 5 of 5 from the free throw line in this quarter. 5:07 to go and a half. And they now have that one rimmed in and out. Their lead stays at one possession at 23-20. Here comes DeMaje Clark down low. Carrington Hill, he's going to be fouled, probably on the pass. He'll be a non-shooting foul. They'll only be the team's fifth foul on the Tomcats. Cole Villers the foul, that's his first. So Capital will now inbound, and nice deflection out of bounds there by Cole Villers. A lot of teams, all teams, they count that as a statistic. There's a shot out of the corner, no good. Excellent positioning on the rebound, and here comes Colin Porter. Porter, 15-footer, left side, it's good. Porter now with 5, and the lead's up to 5 now, 25-20. 5-on-4 advantage. Clark puts up the 12-footer, no good. Jack Bland with the offensive rebound as he loses it out of bounds. And this may be a good timeout to have a timeout for Capital, because they are really coming unglued at the seams right now. There is a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. So the turnovers are mounting up on the Cougars. They're ice cold. Only one made field goal in this entire second quarter. They're playing defense, but they're fouling and putting the Tomcats on the free throw line, which is a disaster because Ashland, again, coming into this game, shooting 83% from the charity stripe. And that's the reason why that the Tomcats, we've seen a 10-point swing over the last 3 minutes of this ball game. Coming up at the conclusion, we'll have our Farmer, Klein, and Campbell player of the game. Joe Kinzer, Butch, and Joe Mounts here from George Washington High School. Double dip at the Parmar Tip-Off Classic on Video Productions. Thanks a lot for watching us. The Capital Cougars 0-2. Already lost one time this year to Ashland over in Boyd County in a tournament. And the Tomcats 7-0. They made it to Rupp Arena last year, but they got majority of the players back. Capital made it to the state semifinals last year in Charleston. And they lost 8 seniors off that ball club. Trying to go on that baseline that time. Attacking was Cole Villers. Villers gets the pass back, gets past 2 defenders. There's a reverse layup, no good. Rebound by Authority there by James. Halfway through quarter number 2, 25-20 is your score. Spin move, nice defense. Porter with the deflection and a steal. It's going to be a one-on-one fast break. Shot up, no good. And a rebound pulled down by Keon Welch. Here comes the Cougars. They're off to the races. Here comes Wicker, but the Tomcats are back defensively. And now they'll reset it. Tomcats up 5, 25-20. Well, they had James open, flashing middle. No one saw him there. There's a three-pointer out of the corner, no good. And nice rebound positioning as the rebound will go to Villers, but an excellent job there by Hunter Gilliam. There's boxing out. There's a 3-ball, no good. And the rebound controlled by Porter. There's a 3-ball attempt again, no good. Another offensive rebound. Porter loses the handle of the rock that time, and a nice takeaway there by Carrington Hill. Clark, dribble drive penetration. Couple of extra passes in the corner. And now Capital will reset. Akia Wicker with the basketball, passes it off to Carrington Hill, shot no good. And there's a rebound, and there's a foul on the Cougars. And they'll send Ashland to the free throw line, back down the other end with 2:59 remaining in the half for 2 free throws. Missed opportunities at point-blank range. Capital went ice cold in this second stanza. Only a 3-point basket made by Carrington Hill. And that was the first points of the quarter. That gave Capital a 5-point lead at 20-15. So a 10-0 run right now for the Tomcats. Free throws good by Ethan Hudson, averaging 19 a game. Back from last year's Sweet 16 participant. Ashland, 18-17 last year. They were a sub-500 team when they went into district play. Second free throw is good. They lost to Trinity out of Louisville. It's a 12-0 run. And there's a ball poked away on the floor. Another turnover, but nice job of getting the ball back. And a over and back call. Good hustle play, however, there by Keon Welch, number 5. DeMarquise Brooks will now check back into the game. He'll replace Sean James. Still, Ashland in the double bonus. Capital nowhere near being in the bonus. And you got an offensive foul away from the ball. That's a turnover. It'll be the 16th foul. Next one will put Capital on the free throw line. Fouls on Ethan Sellers, his first. Cougars need to get points. They haven't scored in over 5 minutes. DeMarquise Brooks cut off inside the paint. And there's a forced three. Good. Dial a prayer, and it was answered by Carrington Hill. Merry Christmas. That breaks a 12-0 drought. He has all 6 of Capital's points in the quarter, 12 points and a half. Uncontested, wide open three, in and out. Rebounded by DeMarquise Brooks. Brooks with the basketball to Carrington Hill. Hill back over to Brooks. Brooks kills his dribble prematurely. Back over to Hill. Hill over on the left wing, stuck, shot, nowhere near, out of bounds. He'll stay with the Cougars. $1:46 remaining in the half, and Capital trailing by only 4, 27-23. Ashland Paul Blazer on a 12-3 run. Clark wanting a pick. Passing inside the paint now to DeMarquise Brooks. There's a three. Carrington Hill. It's good. Carrington Hill saying, put me on your back, guys. And he has pulled the Cougars within 1 at 27-26. It's raining threes for the Cougars off the hands of Carrington Hill. And now it's a zone defense for the first time for the Cougars. They are in foul trouble. And there's a pass. Nice deflection by Keon Welch. Into the hands now of DeMarquise Brooks. Down low, cherry picking DeMaje Clark. Basket's good. Capital's on an 8-0 run. And a timeout by the Tomcats as the Cougars have reclaimed a lead at 28-27. As you'll see, another three-point shot made by Carrington Hill as he has 9 of the 11 points for Capital in this quarter. And he has 9 points within the last minute 25. Carrington Hill, number 21, with 3 triples in the quarter. He has 15 points in this half, but I tell you, the impact by DeMarquise Brooks at 6'4", coming back in the game for those 2 fouls. He's really sparked this team with his length, and Carrington Hill has been inspired since he's checked back into the game, his teammate Brooks, because he is nailing threes all over the place, and Capital went into that 2-3 zone. Up top of the zone will be Carrington Hill. You see Clark over there on the left side directing traffic. Brooks occupying the middle. Extra pass in the corner. There's a three, and that's good. Justin Bradley, his second trip, will give him 8. And the Tomcats have reclaimed the lead at 30-28, 40 seconds remaining in the first half. And we have a whistle and a foul. And that foul's going to go on to Marquise Brooks, and that is his third personal foul, non-shooting foul. And he will have to sit on the bench. And question is, will he start the third quarter? But him checking back in the game really sparked this team. Zone defense again. There's a shot again out of the corner, and that's good. That's the little honey hole there by Ethan Hudson. 33-28, 6-0 run. Ashland back on top. There's a turnover, and there's a turnover right back. That's the 8th steal of the half by DeMaje Clark with these 8 points. Can they get the shot off before the buzzer? They do. Shot's no good by Ethan Hudson. It's a back-and-forth battle. Round 1 belonged to the folks from the Mountain State Capital. Round 2 belonged to the Kentuckians of Ashland Paul Blazer. 1 half complete in the books in Game 1 of 2 evenings of the Parmar Tip-Off Classic from George Washington High School. Scoreboard reads 33-30 in favor of the Tomcats. We'll be back with the Parmar Tip-Off Classic right after this on Video Productions.
If you've been in an accident, don't assume the insurance company will take care of you. Don't assume the medical bills will be paid. Don't assume anything. There's too much at stake. Accidents happen in an instant, but the injuries may last a lifetime. So hire the law firm with a history of results. Call us today. Warner Law Offices, when you need justice.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
You've been seriously injured. Now it's time to pick a lawyer.
You pick one with big verdicts and settlements?
We've successfully handled many million-dollar cases.
How about the recommendation of a friend?
We probably help somebody in your neighborhood.
How about a firm with lots of resources?
You can have it all.
We're Farmer Klein and Campbell.
Well known and very effective.
When you call us about your injury, you'll know you've made the right decision.
Farmer Klein and Campbell is the way to go. Call 347.
Number 3 of Capital. He has 8 steals. And welcome back. It is the Parmar Tip-Off Classic on Video Productions. Joe Kinsler, Joe, and Butch Mounts with you. 33-30 is your scores. You see some highlights here as executive producer Joe Mounts says that's a nice three-pointer there by Carrington Hill. Hot in the last 2.5 minutes as we'll give you some stats and you can look at some replays as Clark there. For number 3, DeMaje Clark with that steal. He has 8 steals in the first half to go along with these 8 points. Not keeping everyone's steals, but his stand out. And then late in the first half, when Ashland took the lead, that was a 3-pointer actually made by Ethan Hudson. So for Ashland, here we go. They're being led by Ethan Hudson. He has 3 triples in the game right now. He has 11 points. Next in line is Justin Bradley with a couple of trays. He has 8. Colin Porter with 5, and Cole Villers with 4. Hunter Gilliam has snuck in there with 2. Ashland so far 8 of 9 in the first half from the free throw line. Capital, you see Capital getting back into it. Again, some great highlights by Joe. Carrington Hill for the Cougars with 15 points. 9 threes in the last 2.5 minutes of the first half. He got his team right back in it. DeMaje Clark with 8 points and 8 steals so far. DeMarquise Brooks with 3 points, but his athleticism, his length has really caused Ashland some chaos. He has 3 personal fouls, however. Elijah Poore has 2. Keon Welch, Ikea Wicker, Sean James, Juju Kinney, Jack Bland, some minutes off the bench. They haven't factored in his scoring, but they have done other things. Capital is 3 of 3 from the free throw line so far in the first half. Points by quarters. Again, in the first round, it was Capital 17-15. Ashland bested Capital 18-13 in the second quarter. And the Tomcats have a 33-30 lead in the locker room as we're going to get back to action in just a few moments. Again, game number 2 will be George Washington, the Patriots. They knocked off Beckley Woodrow Wilson in the regional co-finals last year. They made it to Charleston and before losing in the quarterfinals to Cabell Midland, as they will take on Riverside, a program rebuilding. Riverside with only 2 wins last year and only a couple players that saw valuable varsity experience, so they're looking to for some better things. Those 2 teams will do battle in the nightcap. We'll be back with more of the Parmar Tip-Off Classic from George High School. It's presented by Video Productions.
The Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
You've been seriously injured. Now it's time to pick a lawyer.
You pick one with big verdicts and settlements?
We've successfully handled many million-dollar cases.
How about the recommendation of a friend?
We probably help somebody in your neighborhood.
How about a firm with lots of resources?
You can have it all.
We're Farmer Klein and Campbell.
Well known and very effective.
When you call us about your injury, you'll know you've made the right decision.
Farmer Klein and Campbell is the way to go. Call 346-5990.
To us, justice is not just a word. It's why we fight. Warner Law Offices. When you need justice.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Welcome back to George Washington High School. Sponsoring this event, 136 locations throughout West Virginia, also Ohio and Pennsylvania. We'd like to wish, of course, I'm an employee of Parmar, Milo Retton, our fine owner, a belated happy birthday. I got to wish him happy birthday because he hooks me up with Pittsburgh Steelers tickets. So, yeah, Joe agrees. Got to wish him belated happy birthday. So, again, we'd like to thank Parmar and all of our other sponsors as well. Again, 33-30 is your score. Ashland leads Capital. Capital got off to a 13-5 lead there early on in that first quarter. And then Ashland came back. It was tied at 15 apiece late in the first quarter. And then Capital hung on to win the first round, 17-15. Second round, well, it started off hunky-dory for the Cougars as a three-pointer by Carrington Hill opened up a 5-point lead. And then over nearly the next 6 minutes of that quarter, Ashland went on a 12-0 run. Capital's offense went quiet as a mouse until Carrington Hill hit 3 triples, 3 threes in the final 2.5 minutes to help spark the Cougars' run, provide the scoring threat. And then Ashland came back with a couple threes late in the half by Ethan Hudson and Justin Bradley, and they claim a 3-point lead. DeMarquise Brooks, number 31 for Capital, really sparked him, not scoring any points in that quarter, but with his 6'4" size, getting some steals, getting in the passing lanes, altering some shots, getting some steals, some passing and everything, really sparked that run that ignited Carrington Hill. But he picked up his 3rd personal foul late in that half. And it's going to be a decision to see for the coaching staff of Capital High School if he can, if he'll start the 3rd quarter, or do you sit him out a little bit? Capital having to go 10 deep in that first half. We're about 15 seconds away for the beginning of the second half. Again, George Washington, Riverside. George Washington led by Gus Eddy, as they're going to take on the Riverside Warriors. That's coming up next on Video Productions. Here we go. The white, silver, and blue, and the maroon and white is the Ashland Paul Blazer Tomcats. Ashland Paul Blazer, a high school since the 60s, early 60s, and of course Capital became a school all the way back in 1989. Take it back, 1988, my sophomore year. Powerhouse in football, boys. I tell you, powerhouse in about every sport throughout the years. Here comes the Tomcats with the basketball. Man-to-man defense applied by the Cougars, and that's going to be Porter. Porter's going to be a tie-up, and we're going to have an alternate possession. Should go back over to Capital. Good defense there by who else? DeMaje Clark. Clark has been getting dirty here in this game with 8 steals, and really technically he forced the 9th turnover on Ashland himself because he was the one that forced that tie-up. Here comes Capital running right hand in the paint, no good. There's a putback, it's no good. And going to the free throw line will be DeMarquise Brooks. He wished he had that one back, but he'll go to the foul line to shoot a pair of free throws. Nolan Phillips, that'll be his 2nd personal. So DeMarquise Brooks will go to the free throw line. First one's good. And here comes the second one. It's up and it's money. Points 4 and 5 now. 33-32 with the basketball. Dribble drive pass up top, and getting the extra bounce is going to be Justin Bradley. Give him 11 points. 36-32, 4-point lead now for Ashland. There's a three-pointer to match. It's good. DeMarquise Brooks says, Carrington Hill, I can do it. He pulls his team back within 1. Back down the other end. Shot put up no good. And the rebound by DeMaje Clark. Good look at it that time by Ethan Hudson. Minute gone by. Capital's outscored the Tomcats 5-3 in the frame. Clark dribble drive, left for Stuck, getting in the passing lane and diving out of bounds is Nolan Phillips. Good hustle there by 21. Side out to Capital. Stuck gives it over to Clark. Being guarded by Porter. That's been a good matchup. Spreading the floor. Elijah Poore to Carrington Hill. Hill gives it back up to Clark. He's in the middle of the paint. Nearly a 3-second violation. Stuck. Tries to make the extra pass. Kicks it back out. Hill, 3. No good. Heavily contested. Out comes Porter. It's a 1-on-2 fast break. Porter puts up the shot. It's good. He put that through 3 defenders. Going against the grain that time. Lead back up to 3 now for the Tomcats, 38-35. Here comes Hill. And nice defense by Porter. Oh, how in the world they didn't turn that ball over. Stuck inside the paint, and he's going to be fouled on the floor. Stuck out of control, and he was that time bailed out. That's going to be now 3 fouls for Nolan Phillips. Ryan Atkins checking back in now for the Tomcats. More GW fans coming into the gymnasium as they're about to do battle. Nice give and go. Clark feeds to Marcus Brooks. Brooks has all 7 points for Capital in the third quarter. Give him 10, and the Cougars back within 1, 38-37. Brooks got to be careful with those 3 personal fouls. There's a 3 out of the corner. Bingo by Justin Bradley. Bradley with 3 threes. Give him 14 points in the game. And it's a 4-point Tomcats lead at 41-37. Much better game so far than the first matchup a week ago as Ashland defeated Capital by 21 points. Basket good and a foul. Elijah Porter with his first bucket of the half, his second bucket of the game, taking his man to the rack that time. Ethan Hudson a foul. That's his first. Free throw is good by Porter. A three-pointer the old-fashioned way, and now it's a 1-point lead now for Ashland, 41-40. Here comes the 2-2-1 full-court press. They break it with a couple passes. There's a shot put up, no good, and a foul on the floor, as that time it was Ethan Hudson getting some separation to the basket. Fouls on Carrington Hill. That's his second. Team foul number 1. Ashland already with 3 team fouls in this quarter. Backdoor pass, couple dribbles, shot good, and a foul. Ryan Atkins snuck in backdoor. His first bucket gives his team a 3-point lead with 5:08 remaining, 43-40. Fouls on DeMaje Clark. That's his first foul. And the 3-point play is good. So the Tomcats will answer on an old-fashioned three-pointer, 44-40 their lead. Stuck against the zone. Stuck there. He's going to pass it to Elijah Porter, who opened up, freed himself up in the middle. Basket good. Cougars back within 2. Here comes the 2-2-1 full-court press. Nice passing, 2-on-2 fast break, and a shot attempt and a foul. Foul's going to be called on Garrett Stuck. That's how you break that 2-2-1. You set someone up in front court in the middle, you give a nice chest pass, and then you turn around and you have numbers. That's how you break that press. Shooting 2 will be Ryan Atkins. Money. First time ever broadcasting here at GW, and these rims are friendly. My kind of rims, but again, against that 2-2-1 press, what you do is you just simply just pass over top of it, get in the middle, and then you have numbers. Second free throw is good. And the Tomcats are now 11 of 12 from the free throw line. They've opened up a 4-point lead. Carrick Hill goes strong. Shot, no good. Porter to the foul. Porter, number 11 for the Tomcats, is like DeMaje Clark, number 3 of Capital, all over the floor on the defensive end. Already 14 fouls racked up by the Tomcats. Free throw, it hit the front of the rim, hit the back of the rim, the backboard, the glass, and fell through. Second free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. Both teams trading baskets. Cougars back within 2, 46-44. Cole Villers with the basketball, guarded by DeMaje Clark with 9 steals in the game. Villers Gets it over now to Porter. Shot no good. Rebound Ryan Atkins. Ryan Atkins is doing his job off the bench. He has 7 points in the quarter. And the Tomcats lead back up to 4 now, 48-44. DeMaje Clark, shot blocked out of bounds. Get it out of here, says Ethan Sellers. Ethan Sellers says, get that junk out of here. Not having it. But Ryan Atkins again on the put-in. Off the bench, 7 third-quarter points. He has sparked the Tomcats. Clark to Carrington Hill. Porter tries to go left baseline. Good defense by Bradley. Hill being pestered now by Colin Porter. 3.5 to go in the third. 48-44 Tomcats of Ashland Paul Blazer. Dribble drive penetration. Kick it out. 3. Elijah Poore. Poore with 8 third-quarter points. Give him 10 in the game. And the Cougars back within 1. 48-47. What a game here in the first game of the Parmar Tip-Off Classic from George Washington High School. There's a shot, no good on the floor. Let's see what they're calling here. Calling a travel. They're calling a traveling violation on Cole Villers. Cole Villers, number 20, averaging 19 points a game. He has 7 points so far in this outing. DeMaje Clark, shot, no good. He travels. Good defense there by Cole Villers. Getting back in the lineup now for the Cougars will be 33. They'll be Jack Bland. 3:01 to go in the third, 48-47. And you're going to have a holding foul on Capital. The Tomcats with the lead. DeMaje Clark, that's his second, team's fourth. We're going to see some free throws out of the bonus here in this second half. They break the press. Porter, shot, good with the right hand. 50-47, unfazed by the press is the Tomcats. Veteran team making it to the second round of the Sweet 16 1 year ago, and a palming violation by Elijah Poore. Back-to-back turnovers. Very rarely do you see that called. Brett Nelson, who played for St. Albans High School back in the day in the 90s and went on to Florida, he made a living by palming the basketball, and they never caught it back then. Very, very talented player. They run the weave up top. 3 ball, good. Getting the extra bounces. Colin Porter, he has 7 in the quarter, 12 in the game, and the lead now back up to 6 at 53-47. 5 unanswered because of the back-to-back turnovers forced on Capital. Here comes Carrington Hill. They're giving him a lot of attention up front. Hill takes it on Porter. Shot no good. Rebound with authority that time. Good job by Jack Bland ripping it away. Extra possession. There's a three-pointer. It's no good. And a rebound pulled by Justin Bradley. Tomcats with the basketball. Going down the lane. 3 defenders. Shot up. No good. There by Cole Villers. Getting the rebounds, Justin Bradley, and he's going to be fouled, and that'll be the 5th team foul by the Cougars. And you can see the veteran, the more seasoned team in Ashland not panicking tonight every time when the Cougars make a run. They make a run right back in their own right. DeMarcus Brooks, number 31, checking back into the game now for the Cougars. Pass inside, shot up, no good. Rebound somehow going to find Cole Villers, no good, and the rebound by Carrington Hill. Clark down inside. Brooks, basket, money. DeMarcus Brooks with 9 points in this third round. He has 12 in the game. It's a 53-49 lead now for the Tomcats. Under 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And you have a traveling violation, unforced turnover there against Justin Bradley. So the Cougars, they want to capitalize on this just like Ashland has capitalized on Capital's turnovers. Down forward with the basketball. Brooks. Straight defense by Justin Bradley. Ball poked away, and it's a turnover. Good hands there by Ryan Atkins, number 10. Came off the bench, 7 points, 1 steal in his third quarter. Cole Villers with the basketball. Porter. Nice defense there by Brooks. Diagonal cross-court pass. Sellers, nothing there. Patient possession here by the veteran team. Under 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. They're spreading the floor against Capital. They may just go for the final shot here. They'll have the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. There's Porter. Nice give and go. Atkins is blocked from behind, but he's going to be fouled by Carrington Hill. And Ryan Atkins, number 10, with his continues his good work in the third quarter with 7 points off the bench. He's the 6th man